How's it going, everybody? Today I'm going to show you guys my recent paint job on my Warhammer 40k Orc Defkilla. So to start off with the orcs, I painted the Gretchen and the orc's eyes first with the corn red, watered it a little bit, and just put a dab on a really small brush, a 3x0 brush to be exact. I then used Black Templar to paint all the black bits on the truck, including that part right there, you know, the tires, a little bit of this in here. Just gave it a bit of mixture because it's an orc vehicle, and orc vehicles you can kind of go hog wild with whatever you're putting the paint at. For all the metal bits, I decided to use speedpaint 2.0 enchanted steel, Paul silver, and Tell's bronze. Now again, it's an orc vehicle, so you don't have to have any rhyme or reason for where you're putting any of the metal bits at. Just, you know, kind of spread them around, show like an orc is just kind of slapping everything together with whatever you can find. For the pants on the Gretchen and orcs, I decided to use the contrast paint Gore Grunts of Fur and speed paint 2.0 Purple Swarm. I always like using purple on the orc pants just because it reminds me of the Incredible Hulk. For the biker vest, I decided to use Black Templar paint. Any of the red bits you see on it, I decided to use speed paint 2.0 Slaughter Red. Now this is a deep red. If you want it to be a lighter red, you can also use Poppy Red, which is a brighter red. Now I didn't use a lot of orange on the kit, but for the this part right here, I used Speed Paint 2.0 Fire Giant Orange. For any of the leather bits, like the handle or the strap right here, or his chest strap, I use Contrast Gore Grunts of Fur. Now there's not a lot of bones on this, but for the teeth bones right here, I use Contrast Paint Skeleton Horde. And for the lights, I used Zealot Yellow. And finally, because I like doing it, for the bottom lips, I use the Contrast Paint Volupus Pink. And that is everything I used for the Defkilla wartrike for Warhammer 40,000. Not a lot of paints in my opinion, but depending on how you use it, you can make it as colorful as you want to be. These are orcs, like I said, so you don't need to have any rhyme or reason for where you're putting any of the paint. Just kind of throw it on where you think these orcs would use it, you know? They're kind of like scavengers, so they throw whatever they can onto a vehicle to make it go faster and hit harder, you know? And again, not to toot my own horn, but I think this model came out really, really well. The only thing I wish I could do better was probably maybe put like a jet engine effect on the back. You know, kind of look like that it just uses afterburner and there's like a bunch of orange and blue lighting effects on it, you know, make it look like the metal was superheated. I'm only really an amateur painter, so I don't know really how to do it, but I would like to learn how to do it eventually. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys check out my streams on Twitch and YouTube if you guys want to see me paint, and I will see you all in the next video. Later.